Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. Today I thought I would do my top 5 tips for revision as part of my Wednesdays Rambling series. I know a lot of you are going through exams at the moment, and I know when I was doing exams I needed to learn how to revise. I wasn't a natural reviser, my brain wasn't geared towards exams, so I really hope these help you. These tips actually helped me enjoy revision, and truth be told, I actually miss spending time revising, which is a little bit weird, but I hope this helps some of you who have exams right now. So tip number 1 is to make a timetable. So gather up all the subjects you've got to revise for, be it A-levels, your GCSEs, or a certain subject in your degree, and then work out how much each day of each subject or each topic you're going to work on. That really helped me focus. It made me realise when I needed to start revising in order to get all the revision that I wanted done and out of the way before the exams came, and it helped me stay focused because I set myself a target to do everything by the end of the day, and if I didn't, I would kind of feel a bit rubbish about myself and felt like I wasn't performing to my best. So that's something that really helped me. And the second tip that I'm going to talk about, which a lot of people talk about, and this is kind of a generic tip, but it's to reward yourself. So I would reward myself for revising for the entire morning by having dinner and watching an episode of The Hills, because yes, I am that old and The Hills was still on TV. And that would kind of be like my treat, and then I would revise in the afternoon and have like a tea and chocolate break. Again, that would be my kind of treat, having the chocolate. And that is kind of how I worked around it and how I did it. When I was doing A-levels, I was also doing volunteering, so doing those 2 tips actually helped me stay focused, get what I needed to get done, as well as allowing me to do any volunteering that I wanted to do at the time. The third tip that I wanted to talk about is to work to your strengths. So if you're a visual person, kind of use colours to write your notes, or use a PowerPoint presentation to write your notes if that helps you. If you're an audio person, write some notes and then make a video recording or a tape recording of you actually reading them out loud, and then maybe play them at night before you go to bed. Working towards your strengths that way will help you figure out the best revision technique for you. For me personally, I use 2 techniques. I use mind maps with different colours and in different short key terms. That way, because I'm a visual person, so it allowed me to skim read my notes just before the exam, allowed me to break it down. And I also wrote my notes, so I colour coordinated the colours I used in my mind map to actually make full on written notes, so that it would stay in my head a little bit more. And that seemed to work really well for me. That isn't for everyone, I'm not telling you all to do that particular technique, but work out which way you learn and work towards that strength. If you're not sure, you can always ask your teacher. I'm sure a lot of them will have figured out your strengths and weaknesses and how you learn, and they'll be able to tell you the best revision method for you personally. Or if not, you can let me know, and I'm sure I'll be able to try and help you out some way or another. Number 4 is to start. Revision at the beginning sounds really daunting, but the longer you leave it, the more overwhelming it will be, the more kind of anxious you will get because you haven't started it. Once you start, it's with anything, once you start, you will kind of quickly come adapt to it. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to fitting it into your day and kind of working your day around it, or working it around your day if you've got something like that needs to be done other than revision that day. And it's a lot more easier, it makes you a lot more adaptable, and it makes you a lot less anxious as well. I kind of get anxious at the thought of having lots to do, which leads me on to my fifth and last point, is to break it down into little chunks. So when you're getting your timetable, when you're making your timetable, put it into really small chunks. So within that topic, there might be a subtopic. So you can say, okay, this morning I am working on if you're reading a book, work on this book. And then in the afternoon, work on a poem if you're doing English literature, for example. That's how I found it easiest. That's how I did it. I micromanaged my revision, which isn't for everyone. A lot of people don't like that. For me, that really worked, and it really made me manage to get through my revision. I never left a topic unturned. I would have revised every single topic in my subjects. Those are my top 5 tips for revision, and even if you have already done most of your exams, or if you're still starting your exams, you can still use this whether you're in college, doing your GCSEs, in university. I use them throughout my university life as well. So I really hope this helps some of you guys. And remember, exams aren't the end of the world. Yes, they are important, but the important thing is to try your best. That's all you can do. Don't focus too much on the grades. Just focus on doing the best that you can do, and your hard work will pay off. So yeah, I shall see you guys on Saturday for a beauty video. I hope you really enjoyed this, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.